Good morning, my dear custodians. Let's start with unitary method, another part of ratio and proportion. So what is unitary method? From the unitary method only you'll get to know unit means one. So in unitary method we find the value of unit, that is one quantity first, and then we find the value of any required quantity, and this is only known as unitary method. So let us understand with the help of an example. For example, if there are 8 toys which cost 216 rupees, how much would 15 toys cost? So since the cost of 8 toys is 216, therefore we'll find the cost of one toy, that is 216 divided by 8, which is 27. Therefore now we've got the value of unit. One unit is known, so we find the cost of 15 toys by multiplying with 27. Let's do the example 2. The car that I own can go 150 km with 25 liters of petrol. How far can I go with 30 liters of petrol? So with 25 liters of petrol, a car can go 150 km. Therefore 1 liter of petrol, 150 divided by 25, which is 6. Therefore 30 liters of petrol, 30 into 6 will give you 180. Example 3. This I have done in video in class 3rd also, if you remember. Population of Rajasthan is 570 lakhs and population of UP is 1660 lakhs. Area of Rajasthan is 3 lakhs kilometer square, and area of UP is 2 lakh kilometers square. So the question is, how many people are there per kilometer square in both these states? Which state is less populated? So we know 570 lakhs is the population of Rajasthan, okay, and 3 lakhs kilometer square area is having Rajasthan. So we divide 570 by 3, we get 190. That means number of people in Rajasthan per kilometer square is 190. Similarly, we find the population of UP, 1660 divided by 2, that gives 830. Okay, so now you compare both the numbers. 830 is greater than 190, therefore Rajasthan is less populated. Let's deal with the next example. Half meter cloth cost rupees 30. How much would 2 whole 3/5 meter cost? So the cost of half meter is 30. Excuse me. Therefore cost of 1 meter we'll find here, because we find the value of unit. So we just doubled it, or we divide 30 by half. Reciprocal will take place. 30 into 2 is 60 rupees. If 60 rupees is the cost of 1 meter, what will be the cost of 2 whole 3/5? So 5 2s are 10 plus 3 13. We convert it into improper fraction and we multiply by 60. So 5 12s are 60. 12 into 13 is 156, which will be your answer. If 2.5 liters of milk cost 42 rupees 50 paise, how much milk will cost 595? Now this is a different question. In this liters has been asked. So when liters is asked, you find from the point of view of money. So 42 rupees 50 paisa. In 42 rupees 50 paisa, the quantity of milk can be brought is 2.5 liter. Therefore in 1 rupee, how much milk can be brought? This 22.5 divided by 42.5. Remove the decimals. Elucidate 25 and 425. Okay. You will get as 1/17. By using HCF division method also you can find that. After finding this, if 1/17 liters can be brought for 1 rupee, then how many liters can be brought for 595? So we multiply by 595 and 35 liters will be your answer. That means more milk, more money, isn't it? So in that, this is the same kind of question that you have to take care of it. If 16 women can weave 72 meters of cloth in a day, how many meters of cloth can be woven in 5 women in a day? So 16 women can weave 72 meters, so 1 woman 72/16, therefore 5 women into 5. You solve this, you will get the answer as 22.5. Not necessarily you have to bring it down to a whole number. If it is not divisible, you will write in this way. 22.5 is also accepted. A map is given with a scale of 2 centimeter is equal to 1000 kilometer. What is the actual distance between the two places in a kilometer if the distance in the map is 2.5? So the map represents 1000 kilometer distance, therefore 1 centimeter, it is for 2 centimeter, therefore 1 centimeter we reduce it to half, which becomes 500. Therefore for 2.5 centimeter we multiply by 500 and 1250 will be answer. You can use proportion method also to find the answer. 2.5. So here you will write x, that is the actual distance you have to find. X is to 1000, another is 1000, and 2.5 is to 2. And then you use the formula as product of means and product of extremes, and the same answer will be coming in the same way. So these are the exercises which you're going to do it by yourself. Go through it. If you have any doubt, do ask me on online classes. God bless.